All right. Happy Friday, everybody. We're going to try this again. I had some little technical difficulties there, so I apologize if you were on earlier. And jumping back on, happy Friday and happy Veterans Day to all my brothers and sisters out there who have served. Appreciate you. We're going to get this thing started here in just a second. Remember, it is Thankful November. That's what I called it last week. Thankful November. Thankful for many, many, many things. Roof over my head. Thankful that I get to be here each week in front of you guys. Mr. Peterson, Patriot Pride, brother. Thank you for you, and thank you for your service. Appreciate you, brother, and everything that you guys do. Mr. Williams, Semper Fi, brother. Appreciate you. Good luck this weekend. Yeah, it's thankful. A lot to be thankful for, and really, it's Thanksgiving this month. It's yesterday. I'll get into it. Was a holiday for some people. Today is Veterans Day, and then we got Thanksgiving coming up. But we need to be thankful. Every time we wake up in the morning, we definitely have something to be thankful for. Today, I'm thankful for our nation's heroes, our veterans that are out there. Thank you to all the veterans that are out there. And if you are a veteran or you have a family member that is a veteran, please tag them in the comment sections below so we can recognize them and thank them for their service as well. So, lot to be thankful for this month. Yesterday, well, I'm gonna dive right into this, guys. I'm gonna dive right into this. We had some events this week. It's been a busy week. You know, yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday. And I'm just waiting for the comment sections to flood with that one. I got a lot of friends who are Marines, and some of them on here right now, actually. Absolutely love our Marine Corps. So happy birthday, Marines. And again, thank you for your guys' service. And then again, thank you to all of the veterans out there. Kenneth, good morning to you, brother. Good to see you out there, Kenneth. Appreciate you. Let me see here. What else happened this week? It's been a busy week, right? Oh, what else happened? We had that's right. We had the midterm stuff. Well, I'll get into that here in a little bit. Let's cover some other stuff first, though. Let's cover some other stuff. I got an event tonight. Those of you in Pennsylvania, yeah. If you're in the Lancaster area, Lancaster, Pennsylvania area, tonight, 6 p.m. at Moore Indoor Range, Worth It Hollow, which is a equine therapy nonprofit 501c3 that does equine therapy for veterans. They are doing their 2022 gun raffle tonight, and the drawings tonight. It's at 6 p.m. at Moore Indoor Range, 248 Willow Street in Lancaster, PA. So if you're in the area, come on out. I'll be down there tonight, and love to meet up with you guys. So, Steve, yeah, elections, yeah. Well, I'm not going to talk much about it because it is what it is, but I am going to talk about it. What else do we got? Tomorrow night, those of you out in League City, Texas area, November 12th, that's tomorrow, O'Brien's. They got some live music that's going to be playing from 2 to 6 p.m. with veteran singers Scotty Frazier and Aaron Curtis Owen. So if you're anywhere near League City, Texas, and you want something to do tomorrow, there you go. Head on down to O'Brien's for some live music. Get some action down there. Love it. What else is going on? Hey, hunting season is upon us, right? Been here. We got some other hunting seasons coming up. Excuse me. Those of you that are hunters out there, those of you that are not, just this isn't for you, but those of you that are, be safe out there in the woods, and good luck to y'all. So I want to throw that out there. Um, we got coming up. We're gonna bring it up right now. Is Gallant Fuse Patriot Challenge. That happens in the month of February. It's the entire month of February, but we're starting to put teams and stuff together now. So if you're interested in being a part of the HMG team, or you want to participate in the 2023 Patriot Challenge, I'll have a link and everything below, like I normally do after the show. So just stand by. That stuff will be coming up. So what do we got here? Yeah, youth hunters. You know what? I think I got to have a talk. I'm gonna wait till next week, Steven, to talk about the youth hunts. I got mixed emotions about that. Seen a lot of that lately. Hmm. Let me see here. What else do we have? HMG, our sister company, HMG Beverage, is having a Veterans Day sale from today through Sunday, 25% off with promo code HMG at checkout. So you guys see the hat I'm wearing? It's dirty because I wear it all the time, but let me put a cleaner one up there. The hats are now on the website. I finally got them up. Thank you for your patience. Those of you that have been asking, if you go to hmgbeverage.com, you'll see the hats on there. The hats are $24.99. And then we have our different coffee blends as well. This one here, we got a lot of the Brazilian Cerrado. I don't know if you guys can see that. Lighting's kind of sucking this morning. And we got our Kickstart on sale. If you purchase anything on the website, hmgbeverage.com, they will give you 25% off at the register at checkout. So great deal. And that's running through Sunday. So take advantage of that. And I will thank you all in advance for that place in order. So, Kaylin, good morning. How are you? Kaylin just had the coffee. She texted me last night. Oh, I love this. So thank you. Hats are awesome. Kenneth, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. So yeah, check out all of the stuff at the HMG Beverage website. Thank you very much, as we're trying to get that up and running and again, and in January of 2023, HMG Beverage will be offering their subscription base as well. Plus, we have some new blends coming out, and we got a new look. I posted a look. Anyway, I'll get to that as that stuff kind of comes later later on. So, let me see here. Let me go, guys. Yeah, that's I like that, Steven. Great. Thank you, Kaylin. Appreciate that, guys. I appreciate you guys leaving comments and stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. No, I'm not talking about me. Why do you think I go shoulders high? This week was midterm, the midterm election. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because you don't really need to. There's just conception that this giant red wave was coming, and I think there was some disappointment for some people. But let me ask you guys this serious question for you guys out there. Are you surprised of the outcome and what's going on right now? Pennsylvania flipped their Senate seat, and I'm not surprised with the money that was spent in Pennsylvania. I mean, in the realm of, for that Senate race, there was over $300 million, the most spent ever on a Senate race ever. At least that's what I read. That was from what was it? Oh, I wrote it down. Anyway, it's on there. Several sites, the Times and one of the other, ABC and whatnot. So I'm not surprised that what's going on. That's me personally. Arizona, down in Arizona, the governor race with Hobbs and Lake right now. That's still a very, very close race from what I understand. And then you have the Senate race in Georgia with Walker and the other gentleman. Anyway, but and that's gone to that's so close that that's gone to a runoff, and they're not going to decide on that until December 6th, I believe. So is it surprising of what's going on after the last election? And I'm not listen. You're not. I'm not saying anything that anything was wrong or anything like that. That's for you guys to decide. I just think that something's going on, and it's interesting to see how things are unfolding, if you will. What do we got here, Kenneth? Arizona's yeah. I'm kind of surprised at what's been going on down there. Stephen, not what I believe is consuming media and celebrity. Their votes reflect on, yeah. So I'm glad you're bringing that up, Stephen, because it kind of ties in with the fifth generation warfare that I really wanted to touch on just very, very briefly. If you use Google, I don't use Google, but like DuckDuckGo, or whatever search engine you use, look up fifth generation warfare and what and see what it means. I've brought it up in shows in the past about psychological operations and whatnot, or a psyop, as a lot of us military people know them as. That's what it's going on. We live in a world right now that doesn't. We've become so lazy that we don't know what's going on. We just know what we're being told. Does that make sense? We don't know what's going on because we can't see what's going on. A lot of us can't see what's going on behind the scenes. But we believe what we're being told. Let me rephrase that. A lot of us believe of what we're being told. And there's a certain way that they're doing it. You have to follow the money and follow who's saying what and why they're saying it. Robin Williams, many years ago when he was alive, he used to say, when you run for public office, you should wear a NASCAR suit, right? Because you see the NASCAR suits, you can see who the sponsors are, and you can understand why people are saying what they're saying. No different than today. We're seeing a lot of changes going on, a lot of uncertainty, and again, for me, it's not whether you're left, right, or down the middle. It's about community, and there's too much dividing going on. It used to be the politicians worked for the people, and now it seems like what are the politicians doing to save their ass, to keep their jobs, and to have power? My opinion. That's just my opinion. So we have to get involved at a local level. You have to. And we just got to keep moving forward. And again, I don't care if you're left, right, down the middle. It's one of those vote for who does the right thing, but do your research too. Don't just believe what you hear. The Pennsylvania ads, they were all smear campaigns. That was it. Nothing good about any of the campaigns out there. And I can't speak in other states what was going on. I saw what was going on in Pennsylvania, and they were all between Oz and Fetterman. It was just smear tactics. And that's what it's boiled down to, unfortunately. So that stuff needs to stop. So anyway, I've spent more time on this than I really wanted to. What I really wanted to do was just to open your guys' eyes and really kind of look in to see what's going on. Don't believe everything that you hear on the media, but look and research some stuff. And while you're researching, look up fifth generation warfare. And I'm going to start this off. This is a great transition into the shows this week. I believe today on Wake Up with Patty Catter, she's talking with Boone Cutler, good friend. He was a PSYOP guy, and he kind of goes into detail with, he's got a new book coming out, and he talks a little bit about this fifth generation warfare stuff and what's going on and how the media is being used to push certain agendas and whatnot. And at this time in our lives, we shouldn't be surprised that stuff is happening, right? So that's this week's Wake Up with Patty Catter. What do we have here? Oh, yeah. Steve, that's a good point there, too, man. Good point. All right. So that was Wake Up with Patty Catter. I'm going to move into the shows here real quick. But again, before we get into the shows, again, happy Veterans Day to all of you vets out there, my brothers and sisters. I love you all. Thank you for being you. Thank you for your service. Also, check out Heroes Media Group, HMG Beverage. Check out hmgbeverage.com. They got 25% off their site from today till Sunday. 25% off if you purchase a coffee, hat, or whatnot. If you guys got other stuff coming up, let me know. All right. Next up in the queue, we have Fighting the Shade USA podcast. Will and Jen continue their two-part conversation. There's actually 2 episodes that dropped this morning, and it was a 2-part conversation about some of the reasons why they love America, and then they quickly discuss topics like freedom's ability to nurture dreams, ordered liberty, ideological differences, and the brilliance of our founding documents. And if you haven't looked at our founding documents, there's a lot of us that probably should. So check that out. That's this week's Fight in the Shade USA podcast from our friends over at Arc of Justice. Next up, we have Chasing Happiness. That's one of the newer shows on the network here. Host Ryan Demon, check him out. Great guy. He's actually down there in Arizona. He's got some good topics that he discusses each week. So check it out. That's Chasing Happiness. What else do we got? The Hack Life. This is a cool one. Caroline Allen, the founder of Beam Minerals, was on the show this week. They're going to discuss and do kind of a deep dive into the world of plant-based fuelic and humic minerals and how they greatly impacted her life and her health. And some of the questions that they answer in this episode is what benefits will people experience by taking minerals, and why are so many modern humans experiencing mineral depletion? It was pretty interesting. Learned a lot on this one, so check that out. It's called The Hack Life. Next up, we have Label Free podcast, mother and daughter team on this week. Both authors, Janet, who's the mother, shares her story about protecting and nurturing her daughter Jenny through the obstacles of autism. It's a courageous story by both, beating the odds and not giving up to mold a successful life. It was a really cool episode, very heart-touching. So check that out. That's this week's Label Free podcast. Next up, we got Environmentally Speaking. This is an important one. The oil industry. Let that sink in for a minute. A lot of things have been coming out of the news over in California about fossil fuel campaigns that are attacking specific California oil drilling laws. Shocker. Fossil fuel companies are pouring their record profits into lobbying efforts at all levels of government to try to change laws or get issues on the ballot. We are going to, the ladies, discuss this more in detail, and also what does it mean for the environment and what does it mean for you, the consumer? When I first started listening to this episode, I was like, this is going to go south. I don't know if I'm going to agree with this one. And shockingly, there's a lot of things in this episode that are very eye-opening, and they make great points as usual. So check it out, especially what's going on in the world today. You're going to want to listen to this one, the oil industry, from Environmentally Speaking. Let me see here. Next up, we got the Arms Room Show every Monday, 2 p.m. Arizona time. New episode out this week. They were supposed to be discussing medical concepts beyond the IFAK, which is their med pack that they have, but they get sidetracked in this show, this episode, and it's about, I'll just say, other stuff. So you're gonna have to check this one out. It's the Arms Room Show. They never they never disappoint. Check it out. Decision Hour with yours truly. This week I got an episode coming out later today. I'm doing a part 2 of psychedelic healing, and then be taking a break. Just FYI, I'm going to be taking a break from the show for a couple of weeks, and when I get back, we'll be launching a part 3 of psychedelic healing, kind of getting into a lot of this, people that have been doing the different treatments that are out there right now on psychedelics, and there's some big things coming, so I think you guys would be surprised, so stay tuned for that. Next up, we got Time to Shine today with our man Scott Ferguson. This week, Forbes Coaches Council member and best-selling author Christine Rose. Great episode. Check it out. She's got a lot of stuff that she wants to bring up. Next up, we got Because Bikers Matter podcast. David Vegas Schumann sits down with legendary Donnie DeVito with Kirsch helmets. I talk about how important it is for this organization to manufacture their one-of-a-kind helmets right here in the good old U.S. of A. So check it out. This is a cool Kirsch helmets, Kirsh helmets. If you guys ride bikes, motorcycles and whatnot, you want to check this one out. It's a cool one. So that's Because Bikers Matter podcast. Next up, Pushing Back Chaos. They're doing a Strong Women series, and this week they speak with Taylor Ridge. Taylor, and this is for all of you Army Black Hawk medevac folks out there. Major Taylor Ridge is a current transitioning aeromedical evacuation officer who has served 11 years holding multiple key leadership roles in and out of the cockpit. The most notable and impactful is the community where, as the U.S. Army medevac pilot in command and company commander, you're going to be left speechless after you hear some of the stories involving a Black Hawk crash, and when she recounts the moment being shot while responding to a medevac mission. Undoubtedly, you're going to be left wanting to hear a lot more from this young lady. And yeah, this was a really cool episode. So check that out. They're doing a series, Strong Women, and that's with Major Taylor Ridge. So great episode. Check it out. That's Pushing Back Chaos. Next up, we got a few more left. It's been a busy week. I'm loving this. Again, if you're watching this right now, if you're a veteran or you have a family member that's a veteran, tag them in the comment section below so we can say thank you to them. Next up, we got the Power of Investing in People podcast with our gal Shay Sparks. How to be successfully unemployed. This week with special guest Dustin Hayner. Dustin's a real estate investing expert and founder of MasterPassiveIncome.com. Being successfully unemployed at the age of 37 by investing in real estate and rental properties, he is now on a mission to help everybody quit their job and never have to have a job again. He's also helping students build successful real estate investing businesses all over the country. Through his work at Master Passive Income, Dustin has become one of the real estate property experts in the country. In 2015, Dustin wrote his first book, How to Quit Your Job with Real Estate Properties, which quickly became a bestseller. So check that out. This was a really cool episode. And that is the Power of Investing in People podcast. Next up, Oscar Mike Radio. This one here, they live stream every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last night, Lindsay Knapp served in the Army and got out and became a sexual trauma victim advocate. She talks to Travis about her story from transitioning from the military service to becoming an attorney and now working on sexual assault cases. This has been a big issue. Let me rephrase that. This has been a big topic in the military over the last couple of years, and it's drawing more and more light as a lot of these cases are popping up and not getting a lot of answers. So this is definitely an episode you want to check out. That's Oscar Mike Radio. What do we got? Ubaldi reports, just facts, no fiction. This, like I told you guys, every week, these guys here, they're on both sides. They rip both political parties, and they kind of go over what happened this week with the midterm elections. So check that out. That's the Ubaldi reports. You're going to like it. License for Love this week. 2 + 2 = love. This week, 2 women who are married with children, but did they mention that they were pregnant at the same time? With only weeks between the 2 bundles of joy being brought into the world, they answered just how it was all done. So that's this week's License for Love. Next up, we have We Got Your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. Every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. They do like this round table. It's a lot of fun. They got some great guests that pop off on there. Last week was a good one. I think they had Tim Jensen, the first art from Grunt Style, if I'm not mistaken. So Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you can watch it live on their Facebook page, The People's Patriot Project. Or if you scroll down through the notes or the comment section down here, you look. Mark Peterson was on earlier. Go give Mark a follow because he posted on his page too. Next up, we got the MSEC podcast from our friends over at Military Child Education Coalition. And I love this one. This week, they had the military kid Addison on. She chats about her art piece project, how it helped the family to celebrate life's moments even when her dad was deployed, and about the challenges she faces as a military kid with type 1 diabetes and celiac. I can't say enough good things about the Military Child Education Coalition. This podcast, the MSEC podcast, they really highlight the military kids, and we often forget the kids are involved in this as well. And this is a good one. I love it when they have the kids come in because you're getting it from the kids' perspective or the young adults' perspective because they have some of the teenagers and stuff on there as well. So check that out. That's this week's MSEC podcast. If you are a veteran, active duty member, guard, or reserve, and you have children of age, you should be following Military Child Education Coalition. You go to militarychild.org. Check it out. Let's see here. We got a few more coming up. Forgive me here. We have the Motivated Mindset. That's coming up Monday, I believe. I'm going to try to catch up with your comments here in just a second. Let me see here. What else we got? We got the SD, the S3 show. The S3 with JD is coming up tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow. I'm not even going to go over it because he likes to bag on my teams and whatnot. But make sure you go check that out. Christine, good morning. How are you? I appreciate you. Hey, Christine's going to have a show on us, HMG, here pretty soon. I talked about it a little bit earlier. Tina, how are you? Appreciate you guys jumping on. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I'm going to do some honorable mentions real quick. Go check out God's Good Table. Maureen over there, she's doing a lot of videos. They got a class or something like bread making and stuff like that. I've seen on their social media pages, so go check that out. And they have a podcast as well. Rise Up, Life on Fire from our friends over at Battle 2B. Follow them. Great show. I mentioned Patty earlier. Wake Up with Patty Catter. She's got a show coming out today with Boone Cutler, a buddy of ours. And we got some new shows that are coming to the network, and I'm going to be posting those. So stand by with that. They're going to be coming out in December. Got to give thanks to our sponsor, Simper Savage, my tax fella, Anthony, my man over there. Tax season's right around the corner. You need help, hit them up. JB Auto Clothiers, custom made to measure suits for men and women. Go check that out. Follow their social media stuff. They've got a lot of stuff coming up. And then, of course, our sister company, HMG Beverage. Again, Veterans Day sale going on over at HMG Beverage right now. 25% off when you use promo code HMG at checkout. We got coffees. We got our hat. So check it out. You get 25% off. And we're running that all weekend. So be sure to check that out. And then don't forget, here in a couple of minutes, I'm going to post the links in the comments for all the shows so you guys can come back, reference it, and go listen to the episodes from this week. You can also find all of the shows at heroesmediagroup.com. Later today, like I mentioned, we got some new shows that are coming up here in December. You'll start seeing that stuff posted as well. Make sure you follow those new shows, make them feel welcomed, follow their social media platforms and stuff as well. Again, hunters that are out there, it's hunting season. Be safe out there. And to all of my fellow veterans, thank you. Thank you. Love you all. That's what we're here for. Let's have a good week this week. This weekend. Sorry, let's have a good weekend this weekend. Past is in the past. We got to move forward. That's it. That's all the time I got. So with that being said, let me just say this in closing. Again, happy Veterans Day to all my brothers and sisters. God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you guys next week live from Wisconsin. Take care.